daddy's painting party. This ain't your daddy's painting class. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mary Houlihan.
Woo! Ruff!
The
The
big riff.
Woo! Pew, pew.
Like yesterday.
Yesterday you said you'd call Sears.
Another scorcher.
Cool.
Hello, welcome to the show. Air horn. Hello, Butts Janitals. How are you? Hello, Dust Fowl. Chaos reigns indeed. Hello. Hey. Hola. Good Mary. Good Aussie. Cool. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mary Houlihan's painting party. Wow. Can you believe it? It's the show where we paint. I paint and you paint at home also. And today's theme is Bob Ross. So yeah, you know, I got my big canvas over here. I'm gonna make some kind of a landscape. You get it. Well, let me bring on my cute little guests. Here they are, Marissa Goldman and Wes Haney. Woo! Yeah!
Hey, dude.
What's up?
How you doing?
What is up, you guys?
Not much. You know, I have two monitors, so I'm realizing it looks sort of like I'm looking up into the ether, but just want everybody to know that I am looking at Mary
know
and
how
Wes.
cameras
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. So that's what's up with me.
I have one monitor. I have my laptop, and
Oh,
I'm very excited. Excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
of course. Well,
Fixing
maybe
my-
I'll... Well, okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna do a little thing called mousekeeping that perhaps you guys have not heard of. But first, I would just like to point out that Bob Ross paints in this wet-on-wet style. I famously paint dry on dry, and I'm always telling people on this show to just use your paint like crayons. Just get it really dry, and then it's easy to draw with. But today, no. It's wet on wet, baby, and here it goes. I'm going to try to make a cool Bob Ross sky, and let's just see how this. Okay, let's just see how this goes on.
Does he paint with oils or acrylic?
He paints with oils, but we're not going to do that because we're babies.
I know a thing or two about paint. Not to brag.
You're an art girl, Marissa.
I'm a little bit
I
of an
bet
art
you
girl.
know a thing or two or three about it.
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4.
Ooh, yeah, look at that. It's that like, it's like faded. I mean, I don't even know if you guys can really tell.
I can't really see. A little.
It's like a very translucent. Anyways, let's do some mousekeeping. Mousekeeping, what's that? It rhymes with housekeeping. That's right. But there's a gif of a mouse, and he's sweeping. Can Mary's mic be turned up? Yes. Or I can be closer to it. Okay, how's this for volume? How's this? Let me know what you think of the volume. Sound off in the comments. Good volume. Yay. I could do more. Okay, so some mousekeeping. Me and Wes and Marissa will be doing art and chatting. Meanwhile, you guys will be doing art and chatting in the comments, and you can post your art online, and we will screen share it if you can believe that. So share your art with the hashtag Mary Painting Party. Post it on Twitter. We'll screen share from Twitter. Support the show, please, because it's a free show and we love you at planetscum.live. What else? Well, you could get cool merch from us at planetscum.live/merch. Can you believe it? 2 cute little shirts. Come on! I painted those, and you can wear them on your belly. So, check that out. I don't know, that's pretty much it. I guess also, if you donate at planetscum.live and then email me your receipt, guess what? I'll probably mail you stuff. Like stickers or a headshot where I say like a nice thing to you. So, you know. Does that incentivize you? Hopefully. And that's it for mousekeeping, I think. Hello, Lena. Oh my goodness. Cross-stitching supplies.
Really focused.
Okay. Just setting up my other camera here.
Ooh.
See what happens.
Now, I gotta know, what are you guys painting today?
Well, I'm doing a Photoshop thing.
Of what, pray tell?
Well, I've downloaded a couple Bob Ross paintings, and I figured I'd play around with them and see what happens.
That's cool.
Draw on top of them. I don't know.
Yeah, just freestyling. Probably
Nice.
gonna do some landscape stuff. Took a canoe trip last week, so maybe you'll be inspired by that. Let myself channel that energy and see what happens.
Okay, you gotta tell us. You see any fish?
No fish.
Interesting.
No fish. I swam in the river too.
Oh my gosh. Did it have a little bit of a current?
It did, yeah.
Like, was it a little bit like a water slide in a way?
Yeah, a little bit, because it's a very fun ride. You put a life jacket on, and then you just kind of lay back in the river.
Ooh.
And you just go to town as long as you want.
You know, I took a dip in a river last year. And, ooh, honey, you would think I was at Mountain Creek Water Park because it really just took you and you had to grab a rock at some point to stop you. It was a little scary, but, you know, that's nature.
It's nature. That's beautiful.
Sounds fun.
Malia, this is huge news. Ah! I can't wait to see. Wet ass paint. Cuidado. So you guys didn't see that movie. Did people in the comments see the movie? You know, that new one about how he fucks and stuff.
Oh, no.
We were talking a little bit about it before. And I was mostly saying that, it's about the people that run his merch empire and how they're bad. But it is also about how he fucks and is kind of like, was, rest in peace, you know, like a smooth talker and
That's
really got off on the attention he got from ladies. So I thought that was kind of humorous, I guess. I don't know. Is that so wrong? Oh my goodness. This wet on wet is no joke. My palette is already fucking full. What the hell? How am I supposed to mix paint like this? Ugh. Bob Ross sucks.
My art camera, I don't think it's going to... Oh, it's just a little slow. Okay.
not to be selfish, but is my art going to be up there at some point? Okay, love that.
Oh.
Wow.
So here's what we're doing. Just kind of combining every Bob Ross landscape.
Well, Malia, watercolor, which you have, is kind of hard to do. Well, actually, I guess watercolor is wet on wet, mostly. But much more of a careful hand. Basically, what Bob Ross does is he paints the whole, what do you call? Why can't I think of that word? Canvas.
Background?
He paints the whole background canvas white and keeps it nice and wet. Then you just sort of like blend colors on top of it, and then you can kind of get that like like a gradient sunset kind of effect.
Yeah, really good for blending.
Maybe try that.
Oh my goodness. So, yes, I would say that the documentary was a bummer and everyone was mad. And I tried watching it for a second time today so that I would remember stuff that happened to talk about. And then it was a bummer. So then I put This Old House on instead. And I watched the This Old House guys build stuff. Yeah.
What did they build?
Ooh, well, they were they were working on like building an addition on a house and making the kitchen bigger. And so they were knocking down walls, building new walls. Forget it.
Is that the one set in Boston?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched it. Yeah, I've seen it.
Yay. Okay, so wait, should I watch the doc or not? Yes, I did know that the two of them produced it because I saw the news headlines that the Bob Ross merchandise people were like, fuck Melissa McCarthy, this documentary is bad, it makes us look evil, but actually we're not evil, as you'd expect. And then I was like, oh, they produced it? Okay, that's interesting. And something that I thought was interesting while watching it was I was watching how, Bob would start with making like the blue in the top. He'd make like a blue sky, just at the top, you know what I mean, and then blend it out. And it was making me remember that that's how I used to paint as a child because I watched Bob Ross, and I guess that was probably the only painting I had seen, and was like, well, this is how you do it. And anyways, I guess I just don't really remember watching a lot of Bob Ross, but then I was like, I guess it was on, like, in the room a bunch.
I watched a little here and there.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I never really did.
You watch
Yeah.
any PBS? You watch Arthur?
Yeah, I watched Arthur. I mean,
Arthur's good, yeah.
all right, I'll out myself as a Nickelodeon kid,
Yeah, it was a Nickelodeon.
as a privileged Nickelodeon kid. Yeah, that was my upbringing. Nickelodeon,
They got some good stuff.
really good stuff.
They also have some crap.
Yeah, like what?
Well, I was actually thinking this on a walk today, and now I'm trying to remember why I was thinking about this, but oh, it's because I was wearing a Dexter's Laboratory t-shirt. And then I was thinking about Dexter, and I was thinking, you know what, the shows on Cartoon Network are so much fucking funnier. Nickelodeon shows, they're all pandering to like what they think kids are gonna like. I don't like getting fucking slimed. You think I like getting slimed? Fuck you. Don't patronize me.
But kids love gross shit. Kids love boogers.
Ew.
I want my TV I'm watching to look like a big booger.
So I feel like they had, I think their record was more mixed. Nickelodeon. Some shows were funny and some of them were just like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old Nick had a lot of good stuff. Angry Beavers.
I liked that.
Which one was that?
The one with the Angry Beavers.
The Angry Beaver.
You'd be surprised, but there's a couple Angry Beavers on there.
That was a good one. Yeah, it was like a Herb Alpert style.
I like Salute Your Shorts show, the camp show.
Oh, yeah.
Budnick.
Yeah. Bobby Budnick.
I didn't like that one. I remember I would turn the TV off when it came on.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Are you nuts?
Yeah. I also didn't like Invader Zim when it came out, but then I loved it in middle school. Classic kind of revamping.
You know, I didn't love Invader Zim, but I respected it.
Yeah.
I was like, I can see why people like this, even though I don't like it. Because he's so random.
It is super random.
Let's face it, Cat Dog fucking sucked. No one likes Cat Dog.
I liked it.
What? I mean, I love Cat Dog. I was just kidding.
I don't know if I'd like it now, but I did really like it growing up.
Cat Dog grossed me out. It was one of those gross out things. I was like, I don't like it. So what's going on there?
Little human centipede fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
It was weird. I never it's hard to get behind how the mechanics of the body work.
Right, yeah.
Rocco was good. I like it. Speaking of Doug, you know who I was just thinking of the other day is Pork Chop, Doug's dog.
Yeah.
Pork Chop. Oh, wait. Okay.
He's gray.
He's gray?
Doug.
Yeah.
I had a big crush on Skeeter.
Was it his pants?
I think it was everything.
I thought Roger was kind of hot, to be honest.
He was. They're all hot.
Girls go crazy for a bad boy.
But I used to fantasize about just hanging out with Skeeter. We wouldn't do anything because I didn't know about what
Yeah.
I didn't know about sexual stuff, but it was naughty because we'd stay up late.
Ooh.
Stephen Premel. That's interesting. Because I remember that and watching it as a child, and now as a grown-up, I'm like, oh, that's like a weird allegory about, the United States penal system, but all penal systems, really.
Pork Chop wasn't blue? Pork Chop was blue.
He's gray. He's gray, and his eyes are white with black dots instead of just black dots like some cartoon characters are.
It's news to me.
Wait, eyes were what color?
White. They're stylized as white circles with black dots, as opposed to how some cartoon characters just have black dots.
Right. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Marissa, do I know where you grew up?
I grew up near Boston,
Oh,
Newton, Mass, which is actually they did this old house in Newton. Pretty cool.
that sounds nice. Did you ever want to go to Harvard?
No. I think I always wanted to go to art school.
Mm,
Do you ever want to go to Harvard?
sometimes. As an adult, sometimes I'm like, maybe that could have been cool to go to like a smart school.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to art school in San Francisco, and that was a really cool experience.
Yeah.
But maybe it could have been cool to have, the Smarty experience. Read a bunch of books.
What about you, Wes?
Did I ever want to go to Harvard?
Yeah.
Yes. And be honest.
I visited Harvard with a friend when he was looking at schools. He was a very smart guy. And I was like, oh, this is nice. This is a very nice campus. I said, wow, maybe I should have, tried to get better grades. Because at that moment, I was like, oh, it would be nice to go here. Because I like the campus.
Yeah.
But
My parents didn't emphasize, you should try really hard in high school so that you can go to a fancy college. And so I was always dumbfounded by kids in school that were, really into that.
same.
Like extracurriculars and
Right. Yep.
studying more than is healthy.
I'd say I was sort of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I was a pretty good student, but my parents didn't like push me.
I think my parents thought that snobs go to those schools or something. Because they both went to school in the Bronx, and I think when they entered the workforce, that wasn't as like fancy looking on a resume as going to an Ivy or whatever. And so I think they have, pride over, I don't know.
That makes sense. I'll keep it as cool. Oh, excuse me, boy. What a relaxing time we're having.
I think maybe you're right about Smart School, because I saw a girl post a TikTok the other day about how Yale was not fun. And I was like, whoa, I thought Yale would be more fun than that.
The not fun.
Yeah, the way that she was describing it, it was like the way that I picture like a party state school. Like very like sorority, fraternity, and
That's interesting.
like what high school did you go to? Like questions that are leading questions that are supposed to infer like, so are your parents rich or what? Like, oh, did you have a summer hat? She said there was a lot of that.
That's very interesting.
That made me think. I knew that
Someone said, yeah. Yale. I thought you said jail.
jail. Everyone's really smart there. I wish I went. Um, so yeah, that made me think. I've always known that the fancy schools, of course, have nepotism, and of course, if like your dad is like a senator who went there, like you'll probably get to go or whatever. But I didn't realize it was like that much. I thought it was all little nerds.
I don't know what I'm drawing now. It's
Oh, wow.
sort of like over the.
Oh.
People in the comments. Can you give suggestions of what I should draw? 'Cause I'm kind of stuck here, scrambling.
It reminds me of the cartoons. Those cartoons where they break the fourth wall and it's Daffy Duck or Bugs Bunny and they're talking to camera and they're like, "You better not make me look stupid." And then like the hands, draws a goofy costume on them. Sounds like the perfect time to remind you to support the show at planetscum.live. Yep, that's right, planetscum.live. There's a little button, it looks like a bucket, and you click on it and it takes you to a PayPal link. And then you send money, and then the money goes to me and Forrest and Bryson and Jess and everyone who works here and everything, and yeah, we would appreciate it. And be sure to get the awesome merch at planetscum.live/merch. I'm gonna figure out a more fun way to say that stuff.
I mean, I had a blast listening to that. It ain't broke,
Oh, okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, babe.
I had the time of my life.
Hey, Mary.
Forrest?
We have... That's right, it's me, Forrest. And we have viewer
art.
This is from
Oh, cool.
Sir Ive.
This is cool.
That's awesome. I love that. I
I like
cannot
the
believe
roots.
how nice everybody is.
I know, right?
It's like this makes me believe in the internet.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. If that ain't an advertisement that makes you go, "Ooh, I want that shirt," I don't know what is. Because, honey, you could be wearing the t-shirt for the show. And people will call you handsome or beautiful. Whatever. Who knows? Only way to find out is if you buy the shirt and wear it and walk around. Woo. I have to admit, I did cold email local New Jersey PBS, and I was like, "Hey, I've been on TV a couple times, and I'd like to do a low budget show where I do art and gallivant to spots around New Jersey. What's up? Who do I talk to about pitching this? Can I schedule a pitch meeting?" And surprisingly, I didn't hear back.
Oh.
But I think I would like to do something like that.
I got to say that.
Maybe I should meet someone that works for PBS or 13.
13. What is 13?
13's what they call PBS here.
Oh,
Yeah, I got the 13 app on my TV. CNET, NJN.
what's that?
That's also PBS. NJN is channel 8. 13, all lowercase, is channel 13. And then I think WLIW is channel 21. But yeah, there's a lot of PBS stations that we pick up around here.
must be nice.
Sure.
Marissa and Wes, I gotta ask,
Yeah.
what you guys watching lately?
Oh, I don't know if you want me to get into it,
Come on!
as I've been deep in Survivor.
Does anyone here watch Survivor? The people who watch this show are really into the mole.
Oh, I used to watch that.
And
Is
I
that
feel
still
like
happening?
I feel like that's Survivor adjacent.
Yeah.
I don't think it's still happening, but I think a bunch of episodes are on Netflix now.
I'm thinking about
Circle season 3. You know I've watched all the eps already. Not all of them, of course. I'm not a VIP at Netflix. I just watched the first couple episodes. Nice. So are you watching like a bunch of seasons of Survivor? I mean, you said that you were very into it.
Yeah, I used to watch it as a kid, so I rewatched a couple, and then I'm kind of skipping over, but I'm going through a lot of them, and watching some newer seasons. I'm kind of going back and forth, trying not to watch any of the ones with returning players to spoil anything.
Are you watching any celebrity editions?
Of Survivor. I don't think they have that.
I think they do, don't they?
Do they?
Or maybe I'm thinking
They're making
of,
a Big Brother.
what did Mike White win? Didn't he win a show?
Amazing Race, I think.
Yeah, he was on Survivor
Oh,
and
yeah.
Amazing Race.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He didn't win. You know. Mike White's cool.
Yeah, I like Nick White.
Do you guys think I should audition for Survivor?
Yeah.
Totally.
See, the thing is, the not eating is what. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be all in.
That wouldn't be fun.
Can you kind of remind me, what the lifestyle is like on Survivor? Because I remember watching the very first season, because back then it was like, what the heck is this?
I mean, it's changed a little. I think they get more. The show's changed quite a bit. But I think that, I don't know. They just have them stay on a beach, and they have to like build their own shelter. And I think that they get more food than they used to, but they still get very little food. Like they have like a bag of rice and beef,
That's insane.
and have like catch fish and stuff.
Oh, okay. So they can provide for themselves. They're not being starved.
Yeah, but they pretty much are.
That's messed up.
They can win food and challenges.
That's so bleak.
It's crazy. I auditioned for the Circle one time.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Did you have an in-person interview? How far did you get?
I got a phone call, which was pretty exciting,
Oh
but I
my
didn't get
God.
farther from that. I think because I didn't have like a great strategy planned out. I
Hmm.
might audition again and have more strategy.
Interesting. Yeah, it seems like everyone that goes on seems like they have, a pitch down of I've always been kind of shy, so instead my character's gonna be an outgoing boy. Also because I think boys, blah 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 blah. And
I did
my sister
plan a
is so
strategy,
beautiful. I'm
but
going to be
I was sorry. My idea was to catfish as like a nerdier person, as a nerdy guy, because no one would expect it to be catfish. That
Oh.
wouldn't really win me. So that'd be funny. So they said, "Fuck you."
Fuck you. You can't be on our show.
I've been rewatching Deadwood.
Oh.
Have you guys ever watched Deadwood?
Timothy Oliphant.
It's good.
You ever see
Marvel?
this thing? It's an
I've
HBO.
seen a couple eps, but didn't
Oh,
get
man.
into it.
Oh, I love it. It's an old HBO show. It's a Western setting, like the late 1800s. The town of Deadwood before, South Dakota. Before, before there were states out there and everything, so it's really, truly the Wild West. Anything goes. And it's the story of the camp at Deadwood and how it grows so fast because of the gold rush and how they all deal with it, trying to have their society there and fighting against, becoming the places they all moved away from because they wanted the Wild West.
Oh.
But
What are like people's backstories? Maybe one or a couple to give a.
yeah, so Al Swearingen is he's one of the top two characters in the show, one of the top two main characters. He is the owner of the Gym Saloon. And his backstory is he murdered a man in Chicago. But it seems like it's a little ambiguous. It may have been a justifiable murder. There may have been self-defense
Oh, sure.
reasons. Nevertheless, he was a wanted man, so he went to Deadwood. Start his new life. And Timothy Oliphant plays he moves there to open a hardware store with his partner, played by John Hawkes, and that he just wants a quiet life. He just wants his hardware store, but inevitably everybody wants him to be the sheriff
Because he's so hot.
he's just a natural born sheriff. So he's kind of reluctant to take on that role, but somebody's got to be sheriff
Right?
because there's too much lawlessness in Deadwood.
I'd hate to be in his shoes, especially
Yeah.
with so many people wanting the lawlessness to continue, you know what I mean? Ooh,
Yeah.
good luck.
Anyway, it's really one of the funniest shows out
Oh,
there.
really?
It's like Sopranos type funny.
Oh, so that's
Just has those little like human character moments that have nothing to do with the plot. They're just like
Someone being
they
stupid.
they just sit
In
with
like
the
a
characters.
realistic way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They let them do that, and it's so great.
that's cool.
Yeah, highly recommend it.
Oh, I love TV.
Me too.
Rats.
Wow, happy little tree vibes.
Looking at some of Bob Ross's paintings, he's a pretty good painter.
Dun, 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 dun.
I feel like people love to make fun of him, but real talent.
Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, 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 beep. Ay, ay, ay. This is a tough brush to use. That sounds fun.
Yeah, there's like real people in Deadwood too. There's Calamity Jane and Wild Bill Hickok. They really lived in Deadwood, and some of it is actually happened based on real events.
Well, did anyone see the new Circle episodes? And if so, are they rooting for anybody?
I've never seen Circle.
It's a show I really enjoy. Uh-oh.
Never seen Circle Town.
It's great. Timothy Oliphant is in it.
I'm listening.
Hey, Mary.
Uh-huh.
We have some more viewer art.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
Not bad.
And we also have another one from Sir Ive.
Oh, happy little trees. Beep, 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 beep. Let's see. Oops.
Yeah.
It's a circle alert.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an intern with Conan O'Brien or the Tonight.
That's Bryson, who usually is the producer when Forrest isn't here. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see, do I have any fun anecdotes to share? Let's see, what happened this week?
Oh! The main character on top of it. You had mentioned.
Very nice. Whoa.
West, what are you doing?
Well, I've got some sky and some river and some brown.
Brown.
It's some brown.
Ooh.
Love river, love brown.
Some land of some sort in progress, but right now it's just brown.
What do you guys like more, river or brown?
It's tough.
That's a tough question. I really kind of remember it is.
Like, wow, if I had to get rid of one forever, I don't know.
I'm adding some green to the brown. Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Help what?
Hmm?
Help with what? Nobody
Help
said
help the brown to not be so like it's just
brown?
a mud pit next to a river.
I see.
I haven't done any painting in years, and it shows.
Aw. Do you like it, or are you, is it that thing where you're like, oh, I haven't done it in a long time, and I forgot how great it is? Or is it like, ah, this sucks, I'm not good at this?
No, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist, so I just like it. Really takes me
Yeah.
a long time, and I obsess over stuff. And
Yeah, me too. But I love it. There's I don't just like it, actually.
Ooh.
I did paint some ornaments last year. So that was the real first time painting in years.
For Christmas?
Yeah.
What'd you paint on them?
I just painted a pattern that is very like it was kind of like a planet. It looked like one of those Saturn or Jupiter type planets, but with a it was like copper and silver and kind of a deep blue, navy blue, and white, like bands, kind of wavy bands. I thought it turned out okay.
Sounds fun. Can you believe holiday times are coming up?
Sort of.
I guess that's what I call October, November, December. Kind of, the big ones all in a row.
Yeah. Can't believe it.
Yeah. I wonder how things are going to be with this Delta variant.
I don't know. Life is so weird, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of life being weird, you guys, one way to cope with the world being weird is to wear some incredible merch. And you can get it at planetscum.live/merch. That's right, it's a painting I made of Happy and on a pink shirt, or this other painting of, a little cute little charms from the show on a black shirt. And, yeah. Or if you just want to send us a couple dollars and not buy a whole shirt, you can go to planetscum.live and, just donate to our PayPal.
That was really cute.
Dun, 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 bing, 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 boom, boom, boom.
Hey, Mary.
What is it? Viewer art?
Absolutely.
I freaking knew it.
This is from Butts Genitals.
Butts Genitals.
Hmm.
It's beautiful. That's really cool.
I zoomed in really quick and did some detail.
Nice. Oh my god, wow. Oh my god, that's really cool. I love that.
And give it following.
Bing, bing, bing. Beep, 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 bum, beep, 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 beep. So something I was unclear of in the Bob Ross documentary, and I would, if anyone knows the answer, I would love to hear it. What's her name? Is her name Annette? What called Kowalski? You know, the one that slept with Bob Ross. Was she like old, or did she just have white hair? I couldn't tell if she was older than him or if they were the same age. And you know, they can certainly have sex if she's old. I just would like to know if she was. So older than him, but yeah, probably white hair is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Okay, all right. Respect. Do-do-do-do.
What song is that?
It's an original by Jonah Maurer.
I don't know who it is.
Oh! Hello!
I like that.
Hmm.
Oh my. Fantastico.
I love that
Wow.
wow while they watch this.
I know. I'm feeling more confident in wet on wet now.
Yeah, that
And
looks great. Your trees look really good.
I think this has been great practice, but now what I would really like to do is make stuff that looks like airbrush t-shirts, but without an airbrush. Maybe a painting of an airbrush t-shirt. I don't know.
That'd be fun.
Could be a little fun.
I like the sound of that. Okay. Great.
You should make a this is really dumb. Make a t-shirt that says with a picture of the airbrush t-shirt. It says this is not an airbrush t-shirt. It's like the
Ooh.
Oh,
Marguerite.
yeah, there you go. You got the reference. Thank you. Pretty good, right?
I like it, yeah.
Brilliant. $1 million idea. Well, it's like you went on Survivor. $1 million.
What are like the challenges that they do on Survivor?
They're like ridiculous. They have like, I mean, there's like new ones pretty much every episode, but they like usually like a combination of like race and obstacle course and puzzles.
And are they? Is it like 2 clans or multiple clans, or is it every person for themselves?
They start out as 2 or 3 tribes, is the correct terminology, and then at some point they merge into one, and then it's everyone for themselves. Really makes for pretty interesting gameplay, if you ask me.
I remember alliances being like a dramatic part of it.
Yeah, it still is.
Much like on The Circle.
Yeah.
Alliances are everything.
That's true in real life.
Wow. Fuck. Here I am, a lone wolf.
I want to switch to regular drawing. We don't have a camera set up.
You could hold up your drawing sporadically. If you really have your heart set on drawing, we can make this happen.
That's true. I think this drawing's done.
I love it.
Thank you.
Could you like give us a tour, like zoom around?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, well, it started out with, as you can see, the background.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just put all these in a folder. And then, so that's the background. I guess I got something there. Just a bunch of Bob Ross paintings combined.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, and then some scribbles. I pulled colors straight from the background.
Nice.
And then we got the hand. We got the arms. The collar, that's the head. And oh, you know what? I'm gonna fix up this arm here because as we spoke about earlier, being like detail oriented, I don't like this.
Yeah.
It's like a little better.
Mary, we've got some viewer art from Slappy Phil.
Oh, very nice, Slappy Phil. Do you guys care at all about about the Met Ball?
No.
I like seeing the outfits. I mean, they're ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel same. Like they're just like fun costumes, and then
Yeah, it's fun to look at for sure.
it's funny seeing people try to do commentary, and I was like, I'm too tired for this. Can't you just like
Like what commentary?
let clothes exist?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is kind of funny
Yeah.
how much like discourse there is.
Yeah.
It is kind of just like they're having
People were annoyed at AOC's dress,
Oh yeah.
and the only thing in that regard that someone said that made me laugh was they said it's giving Hamilton 2015 vibes. What?
I just thought the dress was like, I love the sentiment, but kind of cheesy
Yeah.
vibe. Did you see Cara Delevingne's? That one is
Yeah.
that was funny to me.
A weird smock thing. And what did hers say?
It said peg the patriarchy.
Right, and then I was seeing people on the internet argue about it because they were like, pegging feels good, so that's actually not a good slogan.
Oh,
Pegging is, we all know it's pleasurable for men. That's the
Right.
point of pegging.
Yeah, the
and
point is it's a
so
good thing.
while, I agree with, the intent behind it, I really wish that they had not used pegging. I was like,
Someone said
fair, okay.
she has a vagina door in her house. Cara Delevingne does.
Oh,
I'll look that up.
I'm intrigued.
Oh, I actually think I have seen her house. Oh, yeah, she has like a ball pit. Is that her? Yeah, she does have a ball pit in her house. Stupid.
I like the way she looks.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do. Yeah, I agree though.
She has like a rare quality of like very hot and beautiful in a conventional model way, but something about how she always, like, her face just naturally like looks pissed all the time is really funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, I can't like describe it.
Who is this? Who are you talking about?
Cara Delevingne.
Actually, the tunnel, I like just looked at the tunnel. It's kind of cool, to be honest.
I'm really struggling to think of any drama that's happened this week. I'm like, what was there? I'm looking at my calendar. I don't see anything. Dish!
Oh!
And sorry. You're better off without them. Obviously, because you're cool.
Yeah.
I bet it probably feels bad right now, but not forever. Dating for a month. Okay. You thought it was gonna happen, the dumping? Or you thought like, hey, this could be a thing? Alright, it's happening. Oh! Bum, bum, bum. Well, that sucks, Alice. My boyfriend is getting bullied by his neighbor, but that's been going on.
What's the situation?
It's really weird. Well, he told me, early on that he used to hang out with his next door neighbor, who's like an older guy. Yeah. And then they had a falling out. And the guy was kind of like a weirdo. Like he barged into his house one time. Like when it was unlocked. And
barged in.
And what else?
Barged in.
And like lots of, I think like yelled at him or something. Or says like really mean stuff and kind of like I'm joking because how could someone say something that mean? Obviously I'm joking. And and then sometimes he would say, oh, the neighbor is doing a really annoying thing to spite me, and the neighbor put snow in my driveway on purpose. And sometimes I'd be like, I don't know. And then, so, but then one time I was hanging out with a bunch of neighbors, and they were asking me, like, what do you make of that weird neighbor next door to Greg? And I was like, I think allegedly he's really mean to Greg and like weird to him. And I don't know, it sounds like too weird to be true. And they kind of confirmed, like, yeah, that guy's a fucking psycho. That makes sense. I could see him doing that. And, like, Greg told me that one time Greg was outside and the neighbor put on his stereo, like, really loud and put the same song on loop and then, like, went back inside.
Oh, wow.
I know. Just, like, crazy stuff.
That's like,
yeah.
Like Sopranos. Like, when Tony does that to What's the name of the house? Whitecaps?
Oh.
No, not White. No, what's the name of the house they almost buy on the shore? And then he gets in a fight with the neighbor. And then he takes a boat out and blasts the music. Remember that?
No. What season is that?
It's like season 4 or 5. Nothing. Yeah. Well, okay.
So, so yeah, sometimes he like tells me stuff like that I'm like, really? Like it would be crazy of him to make this up, but I'm like, I can't believe a person would do that. Like that just sounds
So
crazy. And so like sometimes he would tell me these things and I'd be like, well, maybe something else was going on. Maybe he was just like fucked up and left his stereo on. I don't know. Maybe it's not personal. Maybe he's just like crazy. I don't know. But then a couple weeks ago, Greg told me that he went down to the lake and the neighbor was like sitting on the beach by the lake. And when Greg walked by, the neighbor called him fat.
Oh.
And that I believed because I was like, that doesn't sound like, you know, the snow or a loud radio could maybe be like misconstrued. I was like, oh, yeah, huh. So, I don't know. Whenever I'm there, like, the neighbor and his girlfriend just like never make eye contact with us. And I kind of like, I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I guess the thing to do is just like not interact, but sometimes I'm like, I really want to like talk to the girlfriend
What are
and
their
like
ages?
ask her what's going on. Because she seems not crazy. Like she seems like she's, you know, tolerating being in a relationship with someone like that. But like she doesn't do any mean, weird stuff. They seem maybe in their 60s.
Okay.
And they listen to the Grateful Dead all the time. like literally all the time. And I don't know. Kind of like immature for their age.
this is what I'm curious. Can you tell what it is?
Oh. It looks like if you like hold it at a different, it's like one of those drawings that you'll hold it at a different angle and it'll be like, wow, it's photorealistic.
I've been like drawing really long and deep people like that.
Nice.
So I drew another one earlier. Have fun.
Hey, Mary. We've got some more viewer art
Oh, hello.
with DIY watercolors that they made themselves.
Malia! Very nice. Kudos to you, Malia.
I wonder how she made them.
Noah. Holy balls. I have a lot to learn. I want to try again. Ooh,
Oh,
browns
eyeshadow.
and greens. Okay.
That's a good idea.
That's interesting. That's a fun idea. Bing, bum, 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 bum. Bing, bum, 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 bing, bum, 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 bum. I can't wait for new episodes of The Circle to go live at 3 a.m.
Like tonight,
Yeah, I think so.
maybe I'll watch.
Maybe midnight, but you know. I think I'm rooting for Roxana, but I haven't, made up my mind. I like everybody pretty much at this point.
One thing I find weird about the show is how they have like new people come on, like in the middle. It feels like unfair
Not fair, yeah.
that they can win it. Don't you feel like that?
I mean, there's pros and cons. I think winners are usually people that were there from the beginning, and newbies, they don't have those alliances, and sometimes newbies, they make total missteps because they don't realize that so and so has an alliance with so and so, and then they're talking bad about. So
But why do that? Why not just have one group?
oh, keep it exciting, throw in some wrenches. We did a mock circle episode on this show.
Oh, that's funny.
And Ben Wasserman was a frog.
Oh my god. I love that.
I was an older woman who was sage and wise.
That's awesome.
Yes, we will do another mock circle. Yay! Yeah, that was my downfall. I was knowing too many youth references, and it made people suspicious.
How did you do it? Like, were you actually playing?
Oh my god. It's like hard to describe. I'll send you the link.
Okay. But were people kind of actually playing?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
It was a very elaborate setup.
What's the premise of the circle?
It's it's like a bunch of people are in different rooms in a building, and they're just like alone in a room by themselves for the entirety of the show, and they're interfacing with like a fake social media thing of the other people in the game, and you can play as yourself or as a catfish. You could play as yourself but do a couple lies, like I'm gonna pretend that I'm single so that I can flirt with people, and you just try to be the most popular, and then you like vote off people all the time, and then it goes on, like the voting off kind of becomes more like strategic and less like, this is the most boring person, let's get rid of them. It becomes more like, oh, this person's doing a really good job and I don't want them to win, and alliances galore. Okay, I hope this doesn't make my computer explode.
Oh my god. Wow.
Oh my god, I can't believe I'm here in this circle. Okay, fast forward a little. Come on, speed up.
Dude, everyone is so attractive. Oh my goodness.
I feel like everyone is bringing their real selves tonight, and I can't wait to see if that's true.
Absolutely. Oh my, wait, okay. Mary, though, is serving in this photo. Like, the windblown hair. Like,
So we're like pretending that we can't see each other.
I see.
On the left side.
That's what
for
I
the
was
sake of the
wondering.
show. Yeah, Tommy McNamara was Tommy Squats.
Tommy Squats, yeah.
He was sort of a sweetheart charmer, flirting with everybody. And oh yeah, the winner got a gift card to TGI Fridays. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Read heads in the chat. I know, right? Pretty trippy.
Do you want to see my drawing update?
Oh yes, I would love to.
Oh, let's see it. Marissa, can you show it again? Great.
Very nice.
Love her fella.
Let's see. Here's some mountains. Here's a tree with green needles. Trees that don't have green needles yet.
So good. I want to
Can
be
you
there.
see? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Great.
Come on, Wes, show us what you
All
got.
right.
Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, great.
Well, still working on it, so just take it easy.
Oh, cool.
Woo!
I like it.
I see
That's
the river in the brown.
That's the moon. You see the river in the brown? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the brown. And then I tried to make a cabin here, but it basically just was brown also. But the smoke coming out of the cabin there.
Hell yeah.
And there's my red mountain, and it has trees. Thank you, guys.
Very cool. I'd love to see some more brown.
Yeah, maybe I'll get some more brown in there. Add a little brown to the mix.
Add a little brown.
Did you notice this?
Hmm.
The moon, reflection of the moon in the river.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Nice touch there.
Thank you.
Gonna add a moon to mine.
Maybe I'll add a moon to mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That time.
Hey, Mary.
What is it, Forrest? Are you in trouble?
No.
Oh.
I'm just in awe of this viewer art.
Oh.
Oh my
Wow.
Such texture.
Yeah.
Look at those leaves. That is really cool,
It's
Noah.
from Embroider Ugg on Twitter.
It's awesome.
Very cool.
Remember when we thought Forrest was in trouble?
What's that?
Remember when we thought Forrest might be in trouble?
That was scary.
It was really scary. Okay, trouble. No.
Poor Forrest.
I'm an intern with Conan O'Brien, or The Tonight Show with Conan O'Brien, and
What do you guys think before we go off to bed? We go around and say something we learned today.
Yeah, I love that.
Today I learned all about Deadwood. I got, some good backstory that, if I want to start watching, not on the pilot episode, but later on, I'll have, a good background gist of, what's been set up so far. And I think that'll really help me. And knowing that Timothy Oliphant's character just wants to have a hardware store and isn't a Wild West, a gunslinging type, that's news to me because I had pictured him as being bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, which I guess he probably does eventually as sheriff, but it really subverted my expectations of Deadwood, and now I can't wait to watch Deadwood. And that's what I learned today.
That's actually what I was going to say, but I have another one.
Ooh.
I learned why it might not be an advantage to join the circle late. And that was cool for me.
To joining the circle late?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did I learn? Well, I learned the premise of the circle. The general gameplay. How it plays out. Yeah. If I were to turn on an episode of the circle, I would get it.
Yeah. Oh no, Marissa fell asleep.
If I turned on the circle, I wouldn't be going, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Why are they alone? Why? When are they gonna talk in person?
Yeah. When's that big reveal? Now I know it's not coming. That ain't part of it. Or no, they do. Do they? Do they ever meet? They never meet?
They do. Like the final 4, 5, 6 of them. They get to eat dinner together. And then they're like, oh my god, it's really you. It's great fun.
Nice.
I was thinking of doing a smooth transition of everything that we learned into end of the show. But now that Marissa has been spit out, I'm like, maybe I should wait for her to come back.
Yeah, she'll come back. And that'll give me more time to add more brown.
Yeah.
Are you all done painting, Mary? Feel good?
I could keep going. A little lazy.
Just throw that at me?
Yeah?
Next.
Not doing a very good job. Next!
Man, what would I tell Conan?
Great. I got a big land mass I gotta fill in, and I just don't know. No, I don't want to fill it. I can just be all trees. Great. Yeah, just do all trees.
After the break, we're going to interview Eric Weihenmayer, who climbed the highest mountain in the world, Mount Everest. But he's gay. I mean, he's gay, excuse me, he's blind.
Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
Sorry,
good
I
clip.
dropped out. Like my internet was wonky for a second.
Well, I guess we're good. We learned a lot today. We were just talking about how we learned about the circle and also Deadwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was great. Thank
Oh. What? But why, Bryson?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, private.
At 1B_BB_R. This episode is dedicated to you because it's the latecomers who make the world go round. And, you know, and where would we be without latecomers? You know, we wouldn't have that spice. You know what I mean? You know, it's much like a late addition to the circle. I cherish a latecomer.
Yeah, that's true. That is a short for this.
And therefore, in our end credits thing, it'll, instead of in loving memory, it's dedicated to at 1B_BB_R. And with that, Wes and Marissa, will you join me in waving at the camera until the show ends?
Okay.
What do we do?
Waving at the camera until the show ends.
So fun. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much for doing it.